Hi there. It is me, DdudeGames, and today we are back with our podcast, The Indoor Dudes, with...
Hello, everyone. You know me by name. It's Tanner.
No, it's not Tanner, it's Tanabana.
Well, yeah, but either way. Yes. We're on episode 5, and we haven't recorded. We recorded this one like it's been only a month, so it hasn't been so long.
Yeah, it hasn't been a year like last time.
Yeah, so we're getting better.
What articles do you have today? What topics do you fill us with?
Let me open one up. Okay.
Let me open one up. Okay.
Okay, this is from the comicbook.com, and PS4 users worried about console's future after new PlayStation video. So there's a new promotional video on PlayStation's YouTube page. 2 years since the release of the PS5, it'll celebrate its 10-year anniversary, feature highlights upcoming games in 2023. 15 games is just about the half of the previous years in video. So they're scared that the PS5 is just basically going to take over and phase the PS4 out.
Well, that's just to be expected. But I thought you were meaning PlayStation brand might go under after the PlayStation 5 because
no. It's more of the fact
they have been moving stuff to PC, which is interesting.
But they say it's too early to sound the alarm of the PS4 to be, cross-generation, longer. The PS4 was released and they phased out the PlayStation 3 pretty quickly after the PlayStation 4.
Well, that is true. I mean, then again, the weird thing is PS3 lasted up until 2017 and had Persona 5 release for it in 2017, which is really strange. So, I mean...
I guess I can
think about it. That's about 11-year run, and right now the PS4 turns.
Yeah, so people are worried about it because of I don't know. I feel like the PlayStation 4 is gonna have a little longer lifespan because there's still shortages of PS5s. Not everyone can find a PS5 because we only seen a few in stores. They're barely starting to carry them in stores.
Yeah, I've only seen one or two.
And
crazy that
and the Xboxes too are coming into stores.
You've seen those first, especially the Xbox Series S's.
Mm-hmm.
Those ones were always on store shelves. I felt like at least more
easy
to get.
But yeah, so I mean, I don't know. There's a few things, but they've been doing about cross-platforming stuff. So you can get a PS5 download for free, but
they're kind of phasing that out too.
Yes.
So I don't know. Well, yeah, that is interesting and true. It's going to happen eventually. I don't know. They're definitely not going to, it's going to be tomorrow, and it's we're not supporting the PS4 anymore. Now, if it was the Vita, the other hand, if the PS4 had the Vita's lifespan, it's pretty easy to know.
I guess I have now two articles that kind of cross into each other. Have you heard of Ubisoft's new game Skulls and Bones?
I have not.
It's basically, I would say it like Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves more?
So yeah, with the pirate adventure and stuff.
Not like Assassin's Creed Black Flag or something like that?
Nah, I think it's more of
It's trying to replicate
Sea
of Thieves.
It's like a Sea of Thieves game. I really think that's what it looks like.
Well, that's what it looks like to you for the promotional image.
Yeah, so basically, guess what? It got delayed.
It got delayed?
Yes. So it was announced at E3 2017, and they've delayed it.
That's about 6 years?
Yeah, so...
So?
It's supposed to come out on March 9th, but they've delayed it until the early part of 2023 to 24, which starts in April. So... they could be moving along and delaying it, but it's also because I think they've been struggling a bit because their Mario Rabbids
didn't do too well sales-wise.
No, and Just Dance 2023 didn't perform well as it expected. But Dance...
I mean, they release a Just Dance game every year.
I know, and
it's just literally, it's like... Same thing with sports games. You just expect, it's just an updated song list. It's an updated roster.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is, and that's what you get.
I mean, the Mario and Rabbids, yes, they were pretty good probably when they first came out. I never personally played it, but...
No.
But, I mean, it's just a Rabbids game with Mario characters, and that kind of sells because you put Mario on there. And apparently,
other stuff.
They canceled some other unannounced projects.
Well, the problem with Ubisoft, sometimes I like them, and then sometimes they can be like, another EA or...
Yeah.
It just depends on the game.
I know.
I don't know what games. I know Far Cry is pretty good, and...
Yeah.
Your Assassin's Creeds. Assassin Keys.
Yeah, but they haven't had too much of a good title in a few years.
Yeah.
The Just Dance they were pretty popular when they first came out. It's kind of like Rock Band. They go through a phase. People like it and then they hate it.
You want to know my proposal? Bring back Rayman. That's what they should do.
Oh, yes.
Rayman's been dormant for 10 years now.
Well, I guess they could. What about the Rabbids games? Those are fun.
Are
they more obnoxious to you?
I don't know. That was more of like a Wii era type of thing. Needs to stay in the Wii era.
But yeah, so now it comes across that. But now, this is on PlayStation Lifestyle. Skull and Bones pre-order refunded, no longer on sale in the PlayStation Store.
Oh, that's interesting.
So
basically,
they're automatically refunded.
People who pre-purchased it,
who pre-ordered it,
automatically refunded because they don't know when the project's going to release. So
yeah, wait,
they're pretty much refunding pre-orders because they're not too sure.
Receive a full refund. Could we do the fact of is no longer being pushed to the release date of window of 2023. Have been refunded on the PlayStation platform. So they're not really given kind of a reason why they were refunded on the PlayStation Store, but yeah, cannot be purchased pre-ordered at this time. On the deluxe edition, available storefront. But yeah, so it's basically, I think it's because it's like mostly delayed. That's why they kind of canceled pre-orders for it. Which, I mean, that's kind of a bad sign.
Yeah, it doesn't sound promising.
I mean, that makes people like very angry when you pre-order a game you're waiting. Like it could be like Persona, like
it's well, I would say it's just maybe more anti-consumer, maybe in some aspects, but I guess more. I don't know. In some cases, I see it as anti-consumer. Maybe not quite.
Yeah. So they had it pre-ordered, but then they refunded it from the PlayStation Store, which I guess it's kind of weird because they...
Well, another problem I see with some games these days are live service games. Do you know what live service games are?
Is it pretty much connected to the internet?
Yeah. And they have, like, loot boxes and all that type of stuff.
Need for Speeds became like that.
You think Need for Speed has became kind of like a live service, kind of?
I would say so, because, like, you gotta be online. But, like, NBA 2K, that's a problem I have.
Yeah,
because, like, you do your My Career, you're working so hard, you're grinding, and then by the end of it, then they shut down the servers, and then you can't get a hold of it, and then it's just like, why?
Oh, I know. Then it's basically...
Like, what's the point? And then I just wasted $60 for buying a new game.
Yeah, I know. You can't re-access these things. It's like, almost like lost content in a game. It kind of sucks.
But yeah, no, and then you finally like, oh, I'm going to buy it. And then you buy it, it's too late. All you're just buying it for is just like rosters.
Yeah.
That don't even update. And you can't really get much of it. So it's just pretty much...
It's an abandoned...
Yeah.
It's like
and they're pretty much worthless.
They stand up and abandon it. It's like, yeah, we're done with you. We don't need you anymore. We've moved on.
Yes.
Yeah. That's just an issue with, said sports games, Just Dance, just these yearly releases. Maybe not Call of Duty, but...
Yeah. I've heard the Call of Duty's kind of, mixed. But it's a Call of Duty game.
Yeah, Call of Duty will always just sell well because it's just the name and...
Yeah.
IP.
Okay, so now next on my thing. Now, you've heard of the PlayStation VR. They're making a second one, and it's...
This is in February, so...
Yeah, so it'll be...
I don't know what date it is.
22nd of February.
22nd.
And
so
37 games are going to be unannounced.
So 37 or 36?
Launch within a month of the VR window.
Well, I would assume a lot of them are just a lot of Steam games, I would say. Like stuff that's been on Steam. I know that there's a Horizons VR. I think that's the one that they're selling
this is
the
on
most.
Polygon, but... So basically, Gran Turismo 7 is going to have a VR support on it, close to that. And Resident Evil Village, No Man's Sky, NFL Pro Era, Horizons Call of the Mountain, Dark Pictures Switchback, Fantasia's 202X, I guess, The Walking Dead, Saints and Sinners, and then new indies, The Light Brigade, Common High, Pistol Whip, Tentacular. But yeah, so Gran Turismo, is gonna have one, but they also had one, on with their sport.
It's like an NFL.
Yeah,
VR.
puzzling races, Synth Riders, versions of PSVR titles, so Creed, Rise to Glory, Tetris Effect, Vacation Simulator. Oh man, simulator to go on a vacation. I mean, that's a fun little... Yeah, because there's Job Simulator that's been out for a while.
Yeah, a lot of these are just common VR games that...
Yeah, Star Wars, Tale from the Galaxy, I don't know.
Some of these are exclusive, but I don't know. I don't know if it's not really worth purchasing right now because it's as much as a PlayStation 5, so I think it's even more than a PlayStation 5 if I'm not mistaken, but I don't know.
Yeah, I would say so.
Sure,
But
it comes with good hardware and it's probably a really good thing, but it's just, I don't know, the price is
the problem with VR I have,
interesting.
it's not gonna take off too much. Like, they want to play virtual reality games and stuff, but then there's a lot of people who get like motion sickness.
So would you have rather seen Sony put out another PlayStation portable than rather a
Well, yeah, try to compete with the Switch because like Sony could bring out like a
new PSP,
like with
something like that?
and
I
they
don't know what
they can do like a better than the Switch, like a kind of close to 4K.
Well, yeah, or just do something similar to the Steam Deck in some aspects, but I don't know. It's really interesting.
But I mean, with the Vita, I don't know. They're probably not going to get into that anytime soon.
Yeah,
But
not.
VR, I have a problem. When I watch VR games on YouTube and people who just move their heads around back and forth,
It makes you sick.
it makes you dizzy, and I'm going, ugh, I don't want to watch this. Like, it makes you a little dizzy and sick.
Yeah, I think there are some motion sicknesses.
So yeah, that's my problem with VR.
Hey, you gotta play Half-Life Alyx though. It's the best VR game ever made, apparently.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, it's kind of hard on some people. It's like, I don't know. It's like a phase like 3D movies.
So you think VR will phase out in the next few years like 3D movies?
Well, there's 3D TVs, I remember.
Well, I think they're actually trying to bring them back. I saw like something at CES, and it was a 3D laptop or glasses. Oh my gosh!
Glasses?
Glasses-less 3D display on a laptop. It was really weird.
Huh.
Yeah. So now you know.
Well, I mean, I don't know why they want to make it.
Or I don't know if it was they came with 3D glasses. I'm not sure, but they're trying to bring it back.
Well, I mean, there's just some stuff they try.
Stuff that you see at CES. So.
Yeah, but it's not much.
Just like cool
little demo
technology.
That is interesting, but I don't know. 3D's not gonna work. Like cloud gaming, that's another topic we can get into. Your favorite?
Yep. Rip Google Stadia.
Oh yeah, that shut down. But
you gotta miss the Google Stadia's gone. Sad part is the Wii U had a longer lifespan than Google Stadia, which
it did.
It's kind of messed up.
Do you want to get into some classic games on my Nintendo News?
My Nintendo News. This is what the next article from them.
Apparently, /Gear lists the 15 rarest Nintendo 64 games.
So tell me the 15 rarest.
Snowboard Kids 2.
Hey, I was right about that one.
Oh, good.
Didn't I tell you before we started the podcast?
Now, Goemon's Great Adventure.
I think that says, is it Goemon?
Yeah, Goemons.
I'm pretty sure it's Goemon, but I don't know.
And then there's Conker's Bad Fur Day. I mean, I've seen that one.
Yeah, I've seen that one in display cases.
Yeah, that one's kind of.
It's a rareware.
Katana? I don't know. I mean, I could probably... let me... Yeah, how about... And I'll give you that. WCW Backstage Assault.
Really? That's funny, a wrestling game.
Oh, it's a first-person shooter. Let's see, it's...
I think it's Daikatana or something like that.
Yeah. Oh, Katana, yeah.
Okay, I think that's what it says.
Okay. It looks like it's, so weird, but it released on Windows and N64, so... Okay, that makes sense. So have you heard of that one?
No.
No, okay.
I have yet to.
WCW Backstage Assault. I don't know how that's rare because wrestling games are...
Apparently it's rare.
According to here, Bomberman 64. The Second Attack. Have you heard of that one? Oh, no. Hopefully I don't butcher this one.
What is it?
Orc Battle 64?
Orc Battle 64.
Oh, OGRE. I don't know. I told you I was probably going to butcher it.
Well, it could be ogre or orc.
Yeah, ogre or... I know. I can't
that word stumps you, I know.
It does. Told you I was going to butcher it.
Okay, well...
How about Pokemon Snap, not for resale version? I've seen Pokemon Snap, though. I've seen that one.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these you can emulate, but...
How about Yoshi's Story, the international version?
The international version.
GoldenEye 007, not for resale.
007.
Yeah, reselled gray.
Oh, There's a great, yeah, those ones came gold cartridges.
Oh, they did?
Yep.
How about the Ocarina of Time Collector's Edition? What would you say about that one, The Legend of Zelda?
Well, I don't know.
I mean, there's
kinda
been so many releases.
It's weird how there's like certain like reprints that are.
Oh no, the GameCube had one.
I don't know how it works.
The GameCube's had a release on the have all the Nintendo consoles on the top of your head had all the Legend of Ocarina of Time,
Well, let's see.
because it was on the N64. They had a GameCube version.
They could play it on GameCube, but it was still the N64 version.
Yeah.
3DS could play it,
The
but
Wii.
it was the 3DS version.
Yeah. The Wii had it. Did the Wii have it?
They had it on Virtual Console.
The Wii U had it on Virtual Console.
And the Switch. So yeah, I guess they've had it on pretty much every console.
So that's not a
since N64 minus the DS, I guess.
Yeah.
The original DS.
Super Bowling.
Super Bowling.
It's a bowling game. Stunt Racer 64. How about Rampage 2? Universal Tour Big Box.
Yeah, I think the reason, I'm pretty sure Clay Fighters might have been a Blockbuster exclusive or something. I can't remember what it was.
Did you have to rent it only at Blockbuster?
Yeah, I think so. It was like a rent-only game at Blockbuster. I could be wrong, but I swear I've heard that before. Something at being a rent-only.
That's a weird concept.
The Clay Fighters game, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that
was the 15 rarest N64 games.
According to that guy.
According to that guy, or to that article.
Website, yes. Okay, now from another comic book article. You think you probably saw this on TikTok. Nintendo Switch owner Pet Fish commits credit card fraud. Now, I know it sounds weird like that.
Yeah, I know.
It sounds like you're making it up, like one of those weird stories.
Well, it's like streaming.
Yeah, he was streaming.
So pretty much.
And challenging their fish to play Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
And then it had impressive, and then forcing the
like he
fish.
had like a camera that detected probably its like eye movements or something like that, or its movements.
And then it moved to the home screen. Then there started messing with settings. Then upon the N64 or the eShop.
Yeah, but then it showed the guy's
credit card
information.
On stream, then purchased some funds to the Nintendo account. And he was not present when this happened, but they streamed Nintendo about activity on the account. So Nintendo did catch it, but yeah.
So
a fish
did that. That's
yeah, so be careful on your fish. It could...
Your pet fish.
Or your pet cat could start ordering some games off of the... I don't know, I just thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
And it's not made up, it's actually...
No, it's real. I think there's actual footage of it, like it being on
a
live stream.
It's on a live stream, but yeah.
It's pretty interesting.
Alright, how about this? Microsoft. Going to some Microsoft news for a few.
Microsoft news.
Microsoft will end the sales of Windows 10 licensing to consumers this month, so it'll stop selling Windows 10 Home and Pro on its website after January 31st.
They're pretty much stopped selling the Windows 10 as a
wait, it's over 7
operating system.
Yes. Why are they putting
Well, they're discontinuing it in 2025, so...
Isn't that still kind of early? Because I feel like that's earlier than, like, XP.
No, they announced it.
Well, is it the same? Did XP have a longer lifespan than Windows 10?
I mean, I guess it did. I think Windows XP got shut down in 2014, so...
Yeah, it'll still be supported.
Well,
October 14th, 2025.
Yeah, I was right, see.
What's the last one they discontinued? 8.1?
Yeah. I think they discontinued that, like, this year. Like, really recently.
But I just don't get it, though, about... Why are they trying to upgrade to Windows 11, but then Windows 10, they're ending that one? I feel like it's ending a little bit earlier than, like, XP it lasted.
Or even Windows 7, I guess. I don't know. That's just what they're doing. They just probably want more people to switch over to Windows 11, which I thought it's just fine. I haven't found too many issues with Windows 11 so far, so...
Yes.
I think it was really bad when it first launched, but I think they've released...
Have they improved it? Because you have Windows 11.
I would say so. I mean, I haven't ran into any issues because I waited a little bit to get Windows 11, so... Yeah.
Alright. But now, here's another one. You know how they're trying to buy Activision? but Microsoft loses bid to pause gamers' lawsuit over Activision deal.
So the
So
Activision deal might not go through. Is that what you're? It's put on hold if
to freeze a private consumer antitrust lawsuit over the $69 billion deal to acquire Call of Duty.
Well, it might be really hard now since they laid off a lot of employees.
Yeah, but yeah,
So,
so they say
I don't know.
10 plaintiffs argue that the deal would harm competitive in the video game industry by reducing consumer choices and raising prices. Yeah, so I don't know. That one's interesting on Microsoft's thing.
Maybe it'd be like Rare. They'll never release another Call of Duty game, kind of like how they haven't released a new Banjo-Kazooie game.
Well, technically though, they had their argument with Microsoft or Sony with Call of Duty. They made Nintendo a 10-year deal. Now, who would play Call of Duty on the Switch? Because I don't know, Nintendo servers, when you play Splatoon and all those other ones, we probably mentioned it.
Yeah,
They're not that great. You play Smash Bros, you lag. Mario Party, their servers are bad. Nintendo doesn't have
Nintendo hasn't had a good online presence.
No,
Is what Xbox and PlayStation, but
yeah, no, because you play Smash Bros. That one's laggy. You can
plus it's underpowered right now, I would say. But,
yeah. But now, since you did to bring up the layoffs, Microsoft is going to lay off. Their mass layoff will affect the Starfield. I think that's Bethesda who's making it, and Halo Infinite and Gears of War developers. So all the studios. So they're going to be affecting their thing.
Some of their game studios have lost a lot of workers.
Yeah, the scale of the job. They don't know the scale of the losses, but the layoff announcement from Microsoft has been exactly a year after the company revealed they were buying Activision.
That's crazy. That was a year?
It still hasn't gone through.
That's weird. But they did have Bethesda go through.
Yeah,
so.
but they're cutting like a lot. So let's see. Oh, they're cutting. Yeah, let's see. I know that's the most take over, but yeah, so they're cutting a lot of staff out. So it kind of, I don't know. Yeah, so all those things. So like when it comes into Starfield, is an interesting one because that's a game they've been working on, introduced at E3 2018. They kind of don't have an announced date.
They haven't shown like any gameplay, like really.
They haven't?
They have.
Huh.
More than Elder Scrolls 6.
I'm just saying though, do you think the effect they'll make it delay or they won't announce anything?
There's probably gonna be something. I don't know. You would hope that they can stay on track because I feel like Microsoft really hasn't like pushed out that many, worthwhile experiences. I guess they released Halo Infinite. Was that really like their last?
I don't know. Has there been any good
Xbox title? I don't know.
Their first party games? Any good first party games like Forza? Have they released a new Forza?
No, that would have been. I think they released that Forza like before Halo Infinite. I don't know exactly, but it's kind of interesting because PlayStation, they've released Horizons for Britain West, and then they've released God of War. So.
Yeah, they've already released some of their titles. Gran Turismo 7. So they've been putting out their first party stuff, but it's just kind of weird the layoff.
I just feel like PlayStation has
released
more.
I don't know, this layoff. I really feel like they'll delay Starfield even more because of it. I don't know how much it affects their team. They're not really saying. But yeah, there's that. So
I wonder how Starfield's gonna go. It's a really hyped game. Like, just people are so interested about it. It's like one of those games.
Is it like No Man's Sky or Fallout?
I don't know. All I know it's sci-fi.
It's
space theme. That's all I really know.
But they haven't shown any gameplay?
They have. I just don't really understand what it is, in my opinion. I don't have a good judgment of what.
Not like No Man's Sky.
How should I know? I haven't played the game.
Or you haven't. Well, I know. I've
seen gameplay, I think. But the trailer's not gameplay. I don't know.
Well, if you want to go into our last article, just a little something else.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson has a lost Sega game and rediscovered at a flea market.
Ooh, so a lost gaming media was found.
In Scramble Training, a combination of arcade shooter and theme park ride built for Sega World amusement parks. And encountered at a flea market. Footage from the game has been served viewing on YouTube.
Well, that's pretty funny that lost media has been found at a flea market.
Yeah.
It's like one of those
Scramble
things.
trading goes into full title, similar to Star Tours, Disney's Back. How about Back to the Future ride at Universal? Did you see that? Did you ever? You went there like a long time ago. Did you go to the Back to the Future ride?
I don't. That could be Orlando. I went to Hollywood.
Oh, okay, yeah, maybe so.
So it could be at Orlando. I don't. Pretty sure they have more stuff at Orlando than.
But yeah, so a
Hollywood.
Lost Media thing founded a flea market, which is kind of cool. It was like that MTV one they had with the SpongeBob one.
Yeah, that's Lost Media is interesting.
It is. I'd say Lost Media is kind of cool.
Yeah.
But that was from Games Radar. But yeah, so I mean, what would you say? Like, it's a rare thing to find, like stuff like Lost Media.
Well, I think a lot of people would like to find like a game that was developed for like the Nintendo PlayStation, you know,
Yeah,
or something like that. That would be cool. That would be a cool thing. Or like,
I know they've released the prototype, right? They've seen the prototype around of the PlayStation, Nintendo PlayStation.
yes, there is only one existing prototype, and it was found in some dude's attic.
I'm just
The
curious.
funny part. And he sold it at auction for like a ton of money.
I don't know, how would that be? You're just searching through your base. Oh, hey, I forgot. I took this.
Oh, cool! I have the most rarest console on the planet.
That never got developed. Yeah,
It's pretty cool.
it is. So Lost Media is an interesting topic.
Lost media, lost
Video game,
relics. It's kind of cool.
like E.T.
That's in a landfill.
I know they found a whole bunch.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's pretty much all I got.
That's all you got. Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
You got a lot of topics. Is there anything else that you've been like on your mind lately about video games? Any games you've been playing? Like
The new Persona game.
what-
No, sorry, new Persona.
Persona game.
Well,
Wow.
they're remakes. Golden and...
You haven't played any of those yet. Well, they released, but you don't.
I know.
But you.
I've been trying to complete my backlog of games. Fire Emblem I played a little bit of.
Oh
the
yeah,
new Fire Emblem.
Fire Emblem Engage released. Yeah.
I played that one. Not too much of it, but it's an interesting one. It works better. It's kind of more of a better, runs better than Pokemon. Sorry I have to say that.
Yeah, well, probably it does.
But yeah, I'm trying to complete my backlog of games right now.
Well, I've been playing Demon Slayer game, but I haven't really found many games recently.
Oh,
I will play Fire Emblem Engage though. It's just, I haven't gotten around to it, and I probably should get doing backlog stuff as well. So
well, no, that's what I'm doing. I'm hitting backlogs in
Yeah.
my game. I'm close to completing, but then I fell out of them.
yep.
Oh, yeah, that's the end of it. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I guess we'll see you in our next one. Hopefully, it'll be in the same time frame.
Yeah, hopefully we don't have to wait another year.
Oh, I'll try it. We'll try not to.
Oh, okay, that sounds good.
Yep.